for Lucid Dream, or is it really coming down to a difference in skill? I want to say it's maybe just the former of those two, because obviously it looked like a completely different team in map number 2, but it looks like we're going to be loading now into a nuke. I love those spray. They look so good.
Yeah, they really do.
I want to see them spray my face. Oh, no, wait. I shouldn't give them ideas because they're very open to them. Spray, like, our faces on that silo as well when we load into the game.
No, I don't think anybody wants that, Jason. I'll be honest.
I mean, I want it.
There's the knife round unfolding in front of us. We'll see which team's going to be able to get choice of sides. On nuke, it can be very, very valuable.
Do you remember people used to cast the knife rounds?
Yeah. I mean, when I started out casting, I was like, oh, going in for the knife. But then I learned that that's stupid. And so what I'm looking at for Lucid Dream, if they get choice of sides as they have, I really don't want to make any sort of a prediction in how they'll play each side, because we only have 2 games to look at from them. One of which was versus Beyond, and the other was versus Vici. Both they lost 16-10. Both they had good CT sides, 9-6. And then they won 1 round on the terrorist side out of 11 in each game.
Yikes.
So I'm quite glad they're starting on the CT side. But as I said, I don't want to necessarily correlate those 2 things, because again, the fact that they've let this map through knowing that they could potentially start T side means that they're obviously comfortable in some level on it. Not in this pistol round at the start, but 7, 8, 9. Double kill onto John Olsen. He finds another. And now we were looking okay for Lucid Dream, but apparently individual plays is what it's all about. What's happening?
Mr. Cap, that was dirty. Turning into the one-on-one now. Tamir up against Leaf, and I think Leaf heard him going this general direction. It's a little bit of ring around the rosy. Tamir going to expect Leaf to have flanked in behind him. Is he actually going to go around as well? Kind of chasing after each other, just a little bit behind. Don't tell me he goes towards ramp. Oh my gosh. He's like, there's no way. There's no way Tamir is going to expect this.
The flank on the flank. You'll love to see it. Question is, does Leaf go down to B or towards Heaven? And it looks like it might be the B site that wins out in his favor. That's going to be a rough retake for him then.
Oh yeah, the nuke mini map. Oh.
And we got the new one. Okay, he's seen it's clear, so he's going to start moving towards Heaven. The problem is, right, once Tamer gets down and plants that bomb, he's either going to think that Leaf is going to come through vents or Heaven at this point. It's unlikely that he's anywhere else.
Does get inside of hut, however, which means Leaf is going to be heard on the drop eventually. It's going to be planted towards the side of the silo, I believe. And Leaf now trying to clear some to back away, but he doesn't need to. He's going to hold his ground. He'll get the final kill of the round, but honestly, Mr. Cap, the 3K he got, that was the MVP of that round.
Yeah, most definitely. Pulling a situation back, it was, what, a 4v2, and all of a sudden, boom, he just switches the tables. There we go. Well, how the turntables. 1-0 up. I mean, D13 happily winning at the pistol. We mentioned before, even if they lost it, having the bomb plant down would give them a pretty decent buy, so they wouldn't have been terribly upset. Moving into the second round, you've got a force buy for Lucid Dream. I'm not a big fan of this kind of a buy. I prefer them to just save up their money. But the trades are going their way initially, bringing it into at least a 4v3 with low HP on score. This is perfectly doable.
I just feel like we've seen this so many times now. D13 on Mirage and now seeming to be on nuke, just can't close out that second round after winning pistol. Score. Oh. As 2 players run past him, Rate's gonna get the first, and I think this still should be a round for D13. Or maybe not. Fox gets the kill. Rate's gonna respawn onto Leaf, coming down to the one-on-one yet again. This time Rate already has 3 kills on his side. Bomb gonna be tapped, no kit. Rate's gonna have to go for the peak. By the time it should be too far gone. I think he even realizes it. Oh, he actually, wait, what? He disconnects after getting the kill? He's like, I don't want to die to this bomb.
It's one way to handle it, I guess, yeah. Although I doubt that was the actual logic behind it. I think he might have just legged it and tried to survive. A bit of a tech issue. I mean, this is fairly standard within the region. There'll be no restart, obviously.
Well, he didn't. Yeah, so there shouldn't be a restart anyways. But even if there's an argument against it, he didn't have time to defuse. So even with that final kill coming through,
Yeah, there's also like a question of was he going to be able to save the rifle or not. But so generally, the general rule is once damage is done, you cannot restart the round. In very, very exceptional circumstances, that can be overlooked. If both teams agree, if the admins agree, it was like something crazy happened. I remember at a LAN, actually, Dinko knows this story well. Good friend of ours, Tobin. The semi-final was being played, I think. And it was the best team in Ireland, the one that everybody knew, that they won every single event. And they were being beaten by, like, one of the worst teams at the LAN. That team was 1-0 up in maps, and it was on train, 15-10, I think. They had, from memory, it was like a 5 versus 3 or a 5 versus 2. And a good friend of ours, Tobin, walked past their table and tripped over the cable for the power for all 5 of the PCs.
Oh, no.
Unplugging it and shutting all their PCs down. So instead of giving the round to them, which was the logical decision, I think. Why are we starting 5v4? This will be reset, surely? Surely? What? Oh, the UI hadn't updated. Okay, I was very, very worried. It's like, what's going on, guys? Just use the tech pause. No, okay. But yeah, basically they restarted the game. That other team ended up coming back, winning that map, winning the next map, and knocking the team that should have won out. It was pretty ridiculous.
How pissed were people about him?
Unbelievably. The whole tournament was divided.
It's like that guy in the stands for like it's a Cubs match, I think it was, in baseball, and they hit a ball that's technically it looked like it was gonna be a foul ball, but it was technically in play, which means like if it goes foul, obviously you can't play off of it, right? And it's just a restart. The pitcher throws again. It's like the most lame way to explain it. And he actually picks up the ball from the stands when it was in play still. And obviously you can't like reset the play there, right? It's not online or anything like that. So the guy got like booed out, but he was responsible. He stood up, he realized he messed up, and then he left the stadium on his own accord. Because you're not, I mean, obviously you get kicked out basically for life if you interfere with the game.
But I don't understand it. It went into the stands, so surely it
No, it was on the ground. It was a ground ball, and he reached over because he was like on the side.
Oh, I've seen it. Like, I've seen like a video of that or something. Yeah, that's stupid. Even I would understand. If it's not in here with us, it stays out there. Nice little spray by Leaf. He picks one, and I love that fallback. John Olsen grabbing the double. Leaf is just playing the distraction. Score comes up behind after the early vent dive, but it doesn't matter. You know, he grabs an AK, but he's 10 health, and in a 3v3, I think they've done enough to pull this into their favor. The only thing is, look at the position for Score. This is how you play with low health. You try to grab yourself a spot. He had the bomb? He had the bomb? Why is he there with the bomb? What madness is this? I thought he was buying time.
That's how you play it. That's how you play with low HP. He has the bomb?
That's how he plays with low HP without the bomb. I thought he was buying time for the team to go down to B and plant or up A, whatever the hell they want to do. They could sit there and just look at the ramp, but why is he playing solo like that with the bomb? You've just lost the round. What are you doing, D13?
I mean, shouldn't you be happy, technically? You want to, like, rub this in our face?
No, when that happens, that's just cruel. Oh, man, that was ridiculous. I guess he didn't realize or something, but the other two players should just be screaming at him. Dude, you've got the bomb. Go to your teammates. You've got 10 health. Like, that's a great position. He slowed them down. He found a kill. On 10 health, he probably wasn't going to win a duel anyways. So I think 1 for 1 at that point is more than you could really hope for. But with the bomb, you don't do that. I don't know. That was wild.
He was just giving them a round, you know? Yeah. Felt bad they were up 3-0 that they actually converted off the pistol.
That's a possibility, I guess, technically.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, that could have been, and maybe should have been a 4-0 for them. He would have had things into the 2-on-2, would have been the after plant situation, but obviously it's really hard to figure out what would have happened in that round, how it would have played out, but hopefully no frustrations on his side or his team side. We can see that Seven and Leaf both on the SMG, so it's still really not that strong of a buy. However, with Annihilation already going down, Gives them the man advantage. Makes those SMGs not too big of a hindrance. Not too big of a drawback. Especially with the position 7's playing. I mean, he's just waiting for someone to come in close quarters.
Those young PTC very early on in the round. With him gone, you got half SMGs remaining. No information at the moment as to where they're going. Smokes down on outside that completely obscure your vision. This is a rough one, really, to decide what to do if you're Lucid Dream, but flashes are heard going over towards outside. You're going to suspect at this point that there's at least some presence there. I think this is a vent dive down to B. Oh, no, because they can split out in main, but no, they still go for it. Okay. So down to B they roll. Looking for the site. They should have full control. As Lucid were primarily stacked up on the A site. Fox falls. At this point, I'd probably look to try and get the rifles back, but instead a long-range SMG fight is what they look for. And that went about as you'd expect.
So D13 do bounce back. Again, I haven't really seen like that solid gun run yet for Lucid Dream. Let's see, what did Tamir do? Oh, nice couple of shots there. I mean, you saw it was a little bit of a tug and pull, right? Like they went down lower, they left a man on top of Mini. So you can catch any sort of flanks as well. Just saw Tamir there, going to be holding from Squeaky. Oh, look at this big push from ramp. Rate kills his teammate, Mr. Cap, unfortunately. And the flashbangs are looking good. Look at the damage they're actually doing. However, the kills are still going the way of D13. Score comes back in to pick up the mantle his teammates have dropped. And it's just Fox left alone now against 3. Just with the deagle in hand. Don't want to say it's over just yet, but not going to be looking too good for him, especially when they can move this bomb down towards the lower bomb site.
I'm starting to get worried, Jason. You know, we said Lucid Dreams, from our perspective, this map pick didn't make a lot of sense. Oh, the bomb playing alone. This is just the staple of D13's T side. Out he goes and down he goes. Fox not playing in to get the rifle. Understandably presumes there's a player A site, but he will get over to the AK in time. He's being pushed from behind, steps quite loudly. I don't know how the timing would have worked there for Score getting the trade. It was hard to tell, but either way, they win the fight. 5-1 up. Lucid Dream come in with a full buy. If they don't win this one, then I think they've already disproven the point we were hoping would be true about them actually having a good read, having a fair bit of improvement on how to play this. Because remember, the only data that we've got on this team shows them finding 1 out of 11 rounds on the T side versus both Beyond and Vici. And whilst D13 are not Beyond or Vici...
Oh.
Wow.
He hits it.
Well, that's one way to start the round, really, isn't it? At least it wasn't a headshot.
I mean, I feel like at that rate, you just give it to him, right?
Just walk.
Do you ever shoot through? Have you ever shoot through like multiple walls with an op? It just accelerates the bullet. You know, it breaks the laws of physics.
Makes the bullet wider and everything. Why not? Fox is being shot through all the walls. He's being mollied. He's not on a good day now, is he? And now he's been shot.
You can't get him praying this round. Poor guy. They went fox hunting.
They did. And they've definitely found a bit of prey.
I mean, they do have control of vents now because of that kill. They have no one to really protect that angle. You see 7 trying to watch from the back of sight. And Rate just being gifted this new avenue of attack. I mean, the thing is, they could even look to get the bomb down here. There's really no one watching any sort of plan off the bat. The windows, that's, I guess, his greatest enemy right now. He wants to be able to sneak through. You can see Leaf. He's not even looking that direction either. Seems like they really have no clue that someone's already down in sight.
It's not the first time either. I mean, they're lucky the window is still there. Tamer falls. The window is broken. They should have heard that and know that the flank can come down from below on ramp. PTC dropped in heaven. Annihilation almost hitting his good flicks again. It's only 10 seconds left.
I mean, Rate should just save. They don't have money.
Can't physically get it done anymore anyways.
Counter-terrorists win.
Well, not with that attitude.
Not at that time.
Well, Leaf recovers the op for his team. I mean, yeah, even them, like, they're not too pretty on money either. They do save, I think, 3 guns, right? I just sworn it was 3 guns. I think 7 has a gun on the ground. No, he doesn't. Okay, so only saved 2. My bad.
And the issue as well, like, okay, Lucid Dream don't have a lot of cash. They can even be forced down to taking an eco if they don't find a bomb plant and lose this round. But the overall issue is that they don't really care. Their foundations are firmly built. They're sitting quite stable, and should they lose this one, and even if they go 5-5, they'll still be in with a chance to find a pretty good T side. And again, we know Lucid Dreams do not show up on theirs. I mean, I think they'll find the majority of the rounds if they find the pistol.
You're saying Lucid Dreams will, if they take a pistol.
Yeah, and that's quite worrying. You know, if I'm imagining them winning the pistol round and getting 3 and then they don't get anything afterwards, that... Look, again, maybe they've got some preparation, but they chose to start in the CT side. And so far, it's been very underwhelming what they've been able to deliver. They've been caught off guard by a number of plays. D13 blitzing down the vents and coming up behind a ramp player without them having any notion that that's possible. That's definitely not inspiring.
And they've also been gifted potentially some rounds, like Score dropping the bomb.
Yes, very true. Oh my god, with a FAMAS. Like, Fox did well, but the fact that with a FAMAS, 789 is able to take down a double spray down with 3 players looking at him. That should never have happened. D13 lose the round, but that was a very sloppy one that was being cut off by players that are in fairly predictable positions. We didn't see any sort of a molly on top of the hut, which I think they should start to adapt, evidently. I mean, if they know how to boost up and wall bang into heaven, they know how to molly hut. And we've seen even the impact earlier on Nuke of the double mollies on hut. If we can see that come through, that alone would have helped them out massively in the round. But it was just more of a heads-up rush into the A site, which are the rounds that you can expect to lose. I mean, cast your mind back to Mirage. One of the only rounds that Lucid Dreams lost was a straight rush. That's not really what you should be looking for when you're winning the game on a tactical level.
Swear, you sound like you're from Boston when you say Mirage.
Mirage. Well, I guess a lot of Irish people were in Boston at the start anyways, right? It's like an Irish culture.
I learned that from The Wire. Wait, was The Wire in Boston?
I don't know.
Ever seen The Wire? Probably too young.
Yeah, I think I am.
Go see. Okay, if you haven't, go see it.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a show. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's pretty good. It's also pretty good is this comeback coming in for Lucid Dream. They ended up winning a round. Really not much money left to go in their pockets. We saw obviously the SMGs. Now they have the full kit. They have extra money in the bank, and D13, very important round for them because they don't have any money left. They obviously do have the loss bonus building up for their team. We're probably going to see a little bit of an outside play. I feel like the majority of plays have been towards, you know, lobby, whether it was the upper bomb side or towards ramp. And PTC just waiting with this AWP. He's changed up position a couple of times. I mean, he was in garage. I think the round or is actually no, not even in garage. Actually, no, yeah, like 2 rounds ago, he was in garage looking for a shot. Last round, he was like in the front of garage looking for a shot. Here he's in secret looking for a shot, and he's gonna get it. Even the Molotov as well. And again, Tamir, like if the bomb falls forward there instead of exactly on his body, that could have been a difficult situation. It could have forced their hand.
Shots on the outside Score, trying to pull it back. They still have control over that bomb, right? Oh wow, right up close was not expected. You could see Leaf completely caught off guard by that, and this was a 4v2. I'm pretty sure. Fox drops the bomb though. That's he's making it away. I thought he was going out for the peak for a second, but all the way around playing the mind games. 18 seconds left. Rate's gonna go for the A site. Pretty much, definitely no choice at this point. Going down vents, he won't make it to B. Will he? Is he?
Yeah, I think he just barely got time.
Oh, okay. A misread from me. 2 seconds in between it.
I mean, it's smart play by Rate too. Realizing, hey, I got a little bit of time left for it. Potentially could have pushed secret. Potentially could have pushed towards lobby, which he ended up getting right. And Fox with 19 health with a kit. It's got to find Rate on full HP, and I feel like Rate doesn't really miss these shots too often. And there you go. D13 take the round again. Very important round for them. They don't bankrupt Lucid Dream just yet. However, losing this round might be able to do so for them. God, I love John Olsen's mustache.
He's got style. You can see him in a movie with like a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Casino Royale.
Like some sunglasses on his head or something.
Oh yeah.
Like not even on his eyes. He's not even wearing it for protection. He just puts it on top of his head for like style.
Just to show he can afford them, but he doesn't like wearing them.
Yeah, exactly. Big wall of smoke comes up. Tamir gets down lower, but it's only the Mac 10 for him. They have 2 Mac 10s. I think they struggle in this round potentially up against the rifles, and they opt out of PTC. It forces score Sam with the Molotov being thrown in, and the 2 quick kills land. Kind of unfortunate for them considering the little boon they got from winning the round before. Looks like it might just be. Oh, that's he's got to be so frustrated.
Soul crushing, man. It really is. Annihilation grabbing a double at least. First off, good timing. Second on a Ferrari peak. And now a 2v3. Lucid Dream's going to have to pick up the speed and get back into this site.
It's Baltimore, Maryland's where the wire is set. Thank you.
All right. Annihilation has to ace this one out. Oh my god. So how is he so close to acing in so many of these rounds?
Because he's good. I mean, already got 1 ace in the series. Rate has an ace in the series. I don't remember if someone on Lucid Dream was able to get one on Mirage.
The Molly kills.
That I liked it because it separated them, right? And it forced the player to go forward. So it was a super easy kill because they had 2 players peeking at the exact same time. But as you said, Annihilation, like that was... Like, if PTC's not there, if he's there like a second later, Annihilation had that chance.
Never mind a second. Honestly, if he's there 0.2, 0.3 the second later, all he needed was a millisecond to readjust his spray. And it was going to be over. That would have been another ace. It would have been me just leaving.
Please don't. I went to this alone.
Then Annihilation is nuts, in all fairness to him. He's been playing really, really well. I think I said I haven't seen D13 since Starladder major quals, the minor quals even. So obviously it's been a long, long time. I think the roster's changed a fair bit as well, but the brand's always been one that can do some damage within the region. I'm just a little bit heartbroken, honestly, that we've ended up on this map. I feel like Lucid Dreams, in order to show us why they chose this, like Inferno, first of all, why is Wright able to walk all the way up on this side without anyone spotting him? Would be my first. Don't jump on his head. Don't do it. You horrible person. Oh no! Well, he deserved that. He really did.
Please tell me we have that replay from Fox's point of view.
He 100% deserved that.
That's unfortunate.
I thought he was going to jump on the head to try and get on the box, like almost bunny hop off him and kill him. To kill Heaven. Oh, here we go. That's from Rates. But look at this, like, on his head. I don't know if he has seen the foot or the barrel. That's the question.
I saw something. That's all that matters. PTC, quick double for him. It's looking like we potentially will have the half lead coming in for Lucid Dream at this rate. And money's pretty decent for the next. Actually, it's not pretty decent. It's only PTC I was looking at, who's on 4K. Oh, it's just pistols for D13. I mean, albeit they do have a deagle. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Look at whoa,
Wait,
that was very ambitious.
What's going on? It's just so unnecessary. You've got a teammate outside to cover you as well. Why? Why would you rush him with a USP? Through a smoke?
No. The thing is, their money's not even great either.
Yeah. That made literally no sense. I am genuinely going to come out of this looking more bald than Tombiz by the end of these 4 weeks. I guarantee it. I'll have less hair than Tombiz.
I didn't really think that was possible.
Apparently he has some at the sides and the back.
Oh, you mean just on his head? Okay, that's possible. I mean, obviously his hair went somewhere else. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
the foot. Oh,
that's tragic. Oh man, it's been something else. It really has.
it's a nice attempt. It was cheeky. Seeing the buy up back in for Lucid Dream, up 7-6 score again. He's been on honestly a tear in this half. He's up to 16 kills. They only won 6 rounds. The bomb will get planted. If that's down towards lower. I don't know where the support's necessarily going to be. Annihilation's watching the vent. It's cut off the entire rotation there. Now he's forced to actually check on the bomb because he's alone by himself. Again, looking for the sprays. Bomb within the smoke. Not sure if someone's defused it, but there's someone behind him. And there we go. 8-6. We will have that guaranteed first half lead now for Lucid Dreams.
Again, I really wanted to see them up around double digits, but at least they're not going to be in a horrendous spot. For D13, I mentioned that a lot of the results have been versus lower tier teams. Those have, like, versus Mazalai, they found 10 rounds CT side out of 14. It's basically the full half played. But only 6 on the attack. So it just worries me that we're seeing the same level of pace up against, and I wouldn't say between Mazalai and Lucid Dreams on Nuke specifically, I don't know who I'd prefer. Yes, fingers crossed they've got something prepared for the T side and don't come in looking the same as they did versus Beyond and Vici.
I mean, they have to, right?
See, this is the thing, though. Sometimes teams pick maps or allow maps, or they just do the weirdest things in the veto. I've seen teams pick their opponent's favorite map. Versus North, someone did it recently. It was just stupid. They picked Vertigo. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. This is the last round.
And again, it is North, so...
It is North, but you gotta give him some respect on Vertigo. There we go. Rates finishing that one off, putting 7 on the board. I'm gonna go look up North's history because I can't remember which team it was. Singularity, that's what it was. Didn't even need to look it up because it's ingrained in my memory. I've had nightmares ever since. They picked North in the Pro League Europe qualifier. I was just like, why would you do that versus North? They are insane. I'll check right now. Vertigo, they've played 19 times in the last 3 months. I think it was like 22 or something at the time. And they were clearly going to pick it if you let it through. But no, I don't know. But yeah, what I'm saying is sometimes teams do things that make no sense in the veto. And that's at a professional top EU level. So Lucid Dreams may be messed up. But it is North. I will give you that. The end of the day.
Oh my gosh. Annihilations didn't have a chance to play up this pistol round. It's immediately gooshed up. And then finished off right away. Ooh, okay, score. He's going to hear the majority of the players rushing down towards lower rate, trying to get himself in a position to defend this. Tamir as well, trying to back away. He's going to fall, and it looks like that one round they did get, was that pistol round? I'm assuming that's a yes.
I'm actually just checking. Can't remember.
Oh, okay. All right, score and raid again. Just tag teaming for these kills. PTC is in the smoke. He gets the kill in the miscap. And he gets off to the side. He runs out of bullets, however, and PTC is going to fall right. And the last bullet in the chamber gets the kill. Last bullet in the magazine. And that will tie things up at 8 apiece. But again, a very crucial pistol round now going for D13. Even more crucial, I'd say, for Lucid.
Now, Lucid lost every pistol bar the CT side of Mirage. Other than that, they just haven't been having a good relationship with pistol rounds. And even then, CT side Mirage, they allowed a bomb plant. They lost immediately afterwards. This time, though, at least we can look positively towards the fact that Lucid got a bomb plant so they can invest into this one. Problem for me is Rate's just a beast in these last couple of rounds. He's been stepping up. You can rely on him on the CT side. Now you got Annihilation having freedom to play with his scope. Tamer, he's pushed all the way up. Stopped just in time so I didn't hear his steps. And a free two-man spray down with the SMG. Farming a little bit of cash, a little bit more. And PTC had the bomb.
Well, the pistols they invest into this round not going to work out too well. Tamir's going to be on 1800 from those kills he was able to get. And they might need the money into the following round because we should be seeing the 8Ks come into light. John Olsen. Ragdoll's just going to fall off the marshmallow. D13 get the lead back for themselves. I think this is the real tough part here for D13 because they lose this. Forced on the save. We're looking at Lucid tying things up and getting to 10. I mean, obviously, as you said before, they only got one round when they played this map on the T side last time. But I still don't believe that should happen here. Like, you wouldn't allow Nuke to go through if it was that weak of a map for you. So they have to be prepared. I refuse to believe otherwise.
I'll believe it when I see it, Jason. Until then, I'm not going to hold that hope. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can someone shoot for me, please? Does our UI show the gun depleting as it runs out of ammo?
Yeah, well, I brought that up earlier.
I just noticed that when Fox was reloading. That's insane. Look at 789. He's reloaded. I love that. I don't know how I didn't notice that so far. There's secrets. What are we gonna know by the last stage, Jason?
Well, there's also an on fire thing. Did you notice that?
No? Oh my god.
Someone gets 3 or more kills in 2 rounds in a row, their portrait goes on fire.
That's sick.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. God damn you, Jason.
I mean, now it sounds like a decent idea, to be fair. I was just making that up off the top of my head.
I think if they find 3 kills in a round, it should happen. Here, 2 in a row. Your standards are very high.
But I want to hear the NBA Jam soundtrack go, you know, or the
oh yeah,
soundbite of
let's
on
get PGL
fire.
DMCA. Let's do it. What a great idea.
They're low HP though. Fox on 12, PGC on 49. Rate's actually able to create some to close the distance gap. Bomb will go down, but Rate could just drop straight in. Nice little shot of annihilation. 3 on 2. They have 2 kits. Taps the bomb as well, trying to find out where these players are going to be. The spam comes in from the first, and now he knows at least where Fox will be. And Fox will fall. The second player, they're going to keep coming from the exact same angle. The door going to be closed and open and closed, and oh my god, they keep tapping at PTC. If he just sprays into this, oh, he even gets the kill on the Rate, but they still have the kit anyways.
If the time was lower, dude, that would have been so sick. Like 2 bodyguards, like something in a movie, just straight past both of them.
Speaking of bodyguards, did you happen to watch The Bodyguard last night?
Last night? No.
Disappointed.
Is it the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
No. What? No.
That's the
Kevin
Hitman's
Costner.
Bodyguard. I've never seen that movie. I've heard my grandparents talk about it.
Oh man, we're not that old.
Oh, that's this one.
Whitney Houston. Kevin Costner.
No, okay, no, I'm thinking of the
John Olsen.
latest BBC show or Netflix,
No.
apparently. I don't know.
Whoa, can't say that. John Olsen has Rush Shadow Hut. Quick kills, though. I mean, it's just pistols. Unfortunately, no bomb going to be planted, so no money really going to be accrued for them. They do an okay damage, getting 2 kills, but you can still see Mr. Cap 8.2. They kept the op on Annihilation. Scores up to 5K. Score 24 kills. Remember, he was on like 16 the first half when they only took, was it like 6 rounds? 7 rounds it was.
Mm-hmm.
He's been pretty damn consistent. Like, I don't know, he's been pretty impressive. Obviously, it's only the first time we've seen them. We haven't been able to watch them just yet because this is only their first match. Like, him, Annihilation, and Rate have really, like, stepped up to be some, like, big players.
I think we really doubted Annihilation's ability anyways, even after the previous map. And that was just an all-around disaster. We'll see what Lucid Dream can do. Look, this is one of the rounds they need to step up in. They're letting D13 away with murder. As Annihilation grabs one good trade. He got a little bit greedy, continuing to aggress on outside. Score, knows there's a player close. Oh, they're all dead. So quickly dealt with. John Olsen's at least able to get himself a double back into the round. Lucid Dreams can actually find this with his knife out. He was shoulder peeking it. He starts to move forward. Rate looks the wrong way, but they walk right past each other. Oh my god, swapping positions, but Rate eventually checks it. The bomb remains in their control. Out goes Leaf and down right afterwards. That is 12-8. D13 even managing to save over the AWP. Now 4 rounds ahead.
Are you gonna buy up into this? See the AK for DTC. I see Mac 10. I mean, if they win it, they could kind of break the economy out of D13 and start to build up some momentum. But most of these rounds haven't looked really too close. It's been a couple here or there. Annihilation on the op. Oh, we saw his position earlier. Aircast used it before. Annihilation's gonna get the better of Fox. Oh, Rate. He's so good. He is so good.
Yeah, I think the conversation can definitely turn into Rate's favor, as well as Annihilation's in terms of moving up within the region. He's been playing so well. I mean, if this series is anything to go by, for their debut, again, ignoring map number 2, which was a disaster for D13.
Oh. Statty McStatboy coming back. 28 grenades used, damn. Quite a bit. 10 of them are Molotovs. 11 smokes. Yeah, like Score, again, like these 3 players on this team is just really impressed me. I don't think I've had the opportunity to cast D13 in the past. It's really cool to see like what some of these players in these regions, or the regions that I typically don't see too often or get to work with too often, and what they can bring to the table. I see the force up yet again. PTC going to be on the Mac 10. Looks like it's going to be an upper hit.
Yeah, definitely looking for the A site. They've moved on through outside. Those drops are being heard onto the roof. That should be communicated over. Ready for them as they come on in through main, but no chance. The Score is dead immediately. Quick little one tap. Lucid Dreams coming ahead with 2 kills. Rate,
oh no.
Rate's still alive. That's where the problems can start to stem. Annihilation going for the style points, but all the while, Rate's winning every single duel. What is this guy? He's just got a 3K out of nowhere. Now John Olsen trying to get away. He gets peeked by the op at Annihilation. That's a very disappointing round from him. What did he miss? Like 7 shots?
Well, the first, I don't think that many. The first shot that came through, he switched too quickly. The shot didn't even go off. Then he comes back for the quick scope, that misses. Comes back in again and misses. It's unfortunate. I mean, they still have money, so it's not too big of a deal. But that could have been round 14, and that could have been like Lucid Dream again on an awkward buy.
Can you imagine, right? How annoyed D13 would be if they end up now losing a couple of rounds in a row. I think the tilt factor would set in massively, especially for Annihilation, knowing that if he just hit 1 shot out of 4 or 5, that would have been an easy 14-9. Lucid Dreams, no bomb plan, so not a lot of money. A really good spot to play from. He's making up for it now, though, with the immediate opening and putting it into a 4 versus 5. And this D13 now know they've lost control towards outside. They can commit an extra player to defending B. It's Tamer that's down there. He's got a flash and nade remaining. Time to lob that nade through for some extra damage points, and it does basically nothing.
If anything, it does give his presence up, which might have forced the rotation to come through. Back towards the upper bomb site. You can see them coming up the vents. Tamir somehow survives. I don't think he took much damage there, and well, now he has taken damage. He's going to get headshotted. They expect Score to be here, though. Got the M4 ready. He's got Rate to potentially flanking from behind, and the T's are just not moving at the moment. He catches him with the nade out, and he's going to get the kill on the Fox. Rate, is he going to be there in time? He gets the first. It'll be Leaf alone now. Inside of Garage in the 1-on-2. Comes around the corner, gets Rate right off the bat. But will he expect now Mr. Cap to be here? 30 seconds left to go, so he's got time to play with. He's got the bomb in hand, and he's watching his back.
My God.
And he gets the kill.
Can this man lose a 1v2? That's what I want to know. Oh, they're not taking the op. That's going to be a faster play this round. But can he lose a 1v2? I don't think so. Physically impossible. All that hair is just hiding the massive extension at the back of his head to fit his large brain. It's just too smart. It's unfair.
I want to imagine Tom with that hair.
Tom?
Yeah, Tom is with that hair.
I want to imagine Tom with any hair.
I seen a picture, like his driver license.
No way. He's got hair?
He finally doesn't look like a giant baby.
Like just one walking egg. I think he should grow the hair on the sides out so he looks like Eggman from Sonic.
Oh no.
That'd be great.
It'll look like my dad.
The nose wouldn't be quite right. You could help him.
What? How am I supposed to help him get a bigger nose?
I don't know. You get a herbal remedy or something.
What?
It's passed down through generations.
What? It's just pistols here for D13. You can see Deagle for score. I mean, I think he's over towards secret as we have a big stack towards outside. We can hear the smokes, everything being thrown down towards lower. So I would assume, you know, get a couple kills here, maybe rescue a couple weapons. Again, the economy, it's not too strong. Here for Lucid Dream. I have to be very careful about, you know, winning this round cleanly. If you know, any kill D13 gets, just gives them more of a likely chance to, you know, get their 14th round. And there, Tamir gets around the corner, gets the kill. Looking for a second, but he's forced to reloading. And Leaf now, he's gonna fall. Don't tell me, John Olsen. Oh my god, Score gets it. They get 3 kills, and all they had were pistols, and they're gonna continue to go forward. I mean, they can afford to die on the site. Yeah, no kits, but as long as they keep them here potentially, or maybe get a kill or 2 more.
Every shot they hit is basically.
Is PTC gonna die too to the bomb?
He can't get out, right? Oh no, he can. Okay.
Really strong walls.
Really thick walls, yeah. So.
And they rescued 2 AKs and a Galil. Like, come on, that was an insane round.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. No way they should have gotten away with that. I mean, you mentioned that their economy wasn't great on the T side. Well, that certainly didn't help. You got a Mac 10 even coming out. This is D13's opportunity. If they take this, they could be looking at 15 at least. Look at that. The aggressive ram control they had. And I get Leaf sticking around, John Olsen coming up to support, because once they've dropped one rifle, you want to stop the CTs from saving it, but they committed way too hard. A very fast round, and it's the Mac 10 opening up all the kills. Molly up to heaven, and they've got the A site. What do we come back to?
Probably a 12th round for Lucid Dream.
Jeez, that was so fast. We were only gone for 5 seconds.
I mean, Score's on 3K. So he should be able to buy up himself. I think Tamir can drop one. So they should still have a buy into the next round. But you talked about, you know, Lucid Dream only getting 1 round on the T side before. Well, they've definitely proven they can get way more than that. Not bad, yeah. I mean, these like fast plays have been really rough for D13 to contend with. I mean, I can still see a Molotov on Tamir, but I don't think he's in a position to stop them from rushing straight through. I would almost say just call a pause, call timeout, talk some things over here, because you can't afford to really lose out on too many more rounds.
Yeah, I think you're right. A pause would be nice. But Jason, I'd ask you a question. That's how many pauses of a tactical nature have we seen today?
I think like 2, maybe 1.
Yeah. And that's a thing that just doesn't seem to exist in this series anyways. Did we have one on the on Mirage?
Well, I don't know the rules with coaches, and like, are they able to talk in between rounds or only talk during timeouts? I don't actually know how that works. Because if you can talk, you know, in between rounds, then yeah, I mean, there's no need to use a timeout.
I'm not 100% sure. We can check that when we come to thing. I think with RMR it was voted they can talk all the time, but I'm not sure if that's just Road to Rio or this included. No, 2 kills, one with a nade. What a great start by D13. PTC is also basically 1 HP. Tam just made some noise. Get down there, Tamer. Bail out. He's in danger. Well, that was not... Of all the moves that could have been made, that was not the one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can understand they flashed him in to try to go for the kill, but you had a 4-on-3. You have him with the presence to shut down any sort of vent play, and if they do go upper, the threat of him always coming through to kill you.
And he made noise just a second before.
Yeah. Well, Annihilation will get the return kill, but they do get themselves down lower. Donaldson's got the bomb. If Tamir was still alive, this probably wouldn't be a possibility. Now we're playing after plant, and oh, John gets so lucky to get around the corner. They don't even have any nades, no offensive utility to use, just the smoke and 2 flashes, and Lorraine gets caught turning around. Annihilation's left alone, and oh, I think we're going to see a 13th round on the board for Lucid Dream.
It looks likely. Annihilation was going for it. He's got, what, a couple seconds to play with. I don't know why you would open the door there. There was still 18 seconds left. If he flicked over on a 19 health PTC and shot him on a USP, that would have been done. The decision making has been beyond... Oh my god! He was probably going to die anyways, but jeez, that was unreal! No scope through the box. I love it. He's got blue tack on his screen.
Statty McStat boy coming back in. Leaf. 8 flashes.
I think we let Dingo think of a name for this until tomorrow.
I think he forgot. I think he's like, I don't got a name, and I'm not gonna give you one. You should just named it Dinko. I would have named it after me.
No, you would have named it Statty McStatboy. I think we already proved that. Look at this. Gorgeous.
Looks like we did have a timeout called this time, though.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, maybe we're missing some of the timeouts because we go into this. Like maybe we're not noticing them occasionally because we do the replays, so it's not as obvious. That could be it. Replays have been on point as well. We're getting all the different perspectives. Oh my god, the picture play just...
We got a picture with Leaf's hair on Thomas. We can get that sent to production and maybe get that on to air somehow. That'd be great.
I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, definitely not. I can see why.
Lots of logos, but
yeah.
If we can tweet that out, that's with Leaf's old hair, bless said. That's gorgeous. If we can tweet that out and tag Tom Biz, that'd be fantastic. Tom Biz
Annihilation with the op. I mean, it looks like Justin Bieber almost to me.
Looks like a 40-year-old Justin Bieber whose career ended too early, went into alcoholism. That's where he's at.
Annihilation with the op. He hits John on the cross. Some good damage done. I mean, this is a rough time for them because they really don't have much money to spend after this. Oh my god, the amount of shh I've heard in that round. I think there's 3 Molotovs now gone, and so is Rate's chance to stay alive in this round. 4-on-4, getting the bomb down towards lower scores. Waiting, he's been the big player for the side of D13. 27 kills. He's looking to add more. Got Tamir off to the side, who's unfortunately not going to be able to close out that kill, but Score's still going to be here, and he's looking to maybe wrap around the bomb. Was being planted, but you stop it. 789, he's the one currently holding it. PTC trying to back him up, and they will lose the bomb. Score again has gone big.
PTC's got to do it all now. Annihilation's off is spotted. He's slow peeking around and easily connecting that shot, and a 14th for D13. So close to victory, they can almost taste it. They faltered on Mirage, and that was definitely a wild one from them. Oh, here's the molly. John just realizing that he's dead. There's no way out.
Oh,
poor guy.
The last tick.
But for D13, having that loss in the previous map clearly hasn't halted the momentum. The only issue, really, we've already seen a decent turnaround from Lucid Dream. I think maybe they wanted to try this map out to expand their map pool a little bit. They obviously did some work on it since they've last played it. But their T side, it's lacking a little bit. Well, I mean, all in all, actually, considering they lost the pistol, and they didn't manage to get their buy round, and they've managed to trade it now, what, 7 for 5? That's an okay T side, but their CT wasn't good enough to really allow that to to be where it ends. They've got to do a lot more. They've lost the opening duel. 789's rifles on the floor. Leaf, a player that only has a deagle, would definitely like that. But he's rushing forward. His teammates are very far behind him on the ramp, but the pressure applied is enough to cause Rate to rotate down. Unfortunately, PTC's not able to claim any control of Secret, and with that, I mean, D13 have got the full read. They know that they've given up ramp control, and that's the only bit of map control that Lucid Dream have.
Still 5-on-3, and they've thrown all the pennies in their bank. Annihilation got the entry, at least the initial kill earlier on. They get another for himself. Leaf's gonna fall, and now it's gonna be a 5-on-2. And I'd almost just say save these two guns you have. This next round, you're not gonna have really anything at all. But they do push in. They get the first kill under Rape. Gonna get the bomb planted, but Score's gonna stop that. Buys a little bit of time for maybe a rotation to come in to stop John Olsen from going for the plant. Looks like he will stick it. Be very careful how they go for the retake. They don't want to lose too many players. They don't want to give a chance for John Olsen to win this one. He dodges away from the flashbang. There's a player behind him over towards ramp. He's trying to clear out his angles. He changes his position up, but have they realized he's over here? And it seems so. Annihilation. Gonna come around the corner. He gets them lined up. He gets the headshot. Now Tamir on 12 HP, the flashbang comes through, and John just needs to hit the shot. He's completely butted up, and somehow John pulls it off. That was a 2-on-5.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We talked about John Olsen at the start of the day. We said hopefully he'd step it up. Fox and himself on the rifles were a joy to watch during Road to Rio. I've said it for the last 2 maps, and it's fallen on dead ears, but finally, at long last, here he is, almost dropping 30 kills in this map. Very close to saying single-handedly keeping this team alive. He's definitely doing the majority of the heavy lifting. Just take a look. Now, when you look at Lucid Dream, it's John Olsen you look to. PTC's been okay. Certainly on the AWP, not having the performance we would hope for, but up against Annihilation, I don't blame him. Tend to do a pretty even job there. There's just more players stepping it up. Score and Rate, they've been dominant, and we're missing Fox for the most part compared to what we expect.
I don't know how they win that round. I don't know how D13 lose the round. They might have just lost the map, though. Fox pushes in with the flashbangs again. The quick play working out so well for Lucid Dream. Bomb goes down. So they will have 4 players to go for the retake here. But I'm getting real concerned. D13, I'm also getting concerned for how much you're going to rub this in our face if Lucid Dream pull this off.
Wow.
Score gets a shot. That was completely through smoke. Tamir pushes in, gets one as well, and those 2 kills are quickly being traded back. Down to the 2-on-3 in favor of Lucid Dream. And Rate trying to push in from heaven. I don't think they have this. Like, they don't even have a kit currently on them, and they don't even have time to go for the defuse. So they're going to run away. And that will be 15 rounds now for Lucid Dream.
15-14. They've done their homework. They've done their research. Patched up the holes on the ship like they're playing Sea of Thieves. Working like a unit. I respect it. When I first played that game, I didn't know you had to patch up the holes. Fell in the water in the middle of the sea. There were no mermaids at the time. Got eaten by a shark. Alt F4 the game pretty quickly.
The tables have turned. That's what you get for eating shark fin soup in Romania when we were there.
Don't remember ever eating that.
I know you did. You didn't, but that would have been funny.
It went vengeance. 15-14. This is D13's final chance. What's that from PTC? Asleep at the wheel. Rate's able to pick up a 3K. Score on another. And goodbye. Unless Fox can ace this, which I think is out of the question. That is going to be an overtime. My God.
"31 kills for Score, 30 for John Olsen, and 4 of those came to keep their hopes alive in the series. Ridiculous stuff, and I think it's the first time we're seeing overtime, if I'm not mistaken. You there, Mitch? You alive?
I think the others had an overtime earlier, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. It's all blending into one. But It's not the first one of the tournament, at least, but it is the first for you and I, Jason. Can't remember what game it was. I've tried to remember. The T side, full buys, all the way. We're talking about 10k OT, I see. And I assume Dinka would have alluded to the fact that I'd be angry about this in their cast.
Yeah, no overtimes. First one.
Whenever it's a Valve-sponsored event, it has to be 10k OTs. I detest it, but we have to rock in and then see people save, potentially. Helps the T-side out a little bit, because it means the counter-terrorist economy is always under threat. If you manage to find 2 or 3 kills in the first round, you can often push the CT side to save, if you've managed to convincingly take control of the site. Score, I think... No, never mind. I was mishearing. I thought that smoke had hit 789, and he would then be ready to spray through, but it must have been the Molotov hitting off something.
There's the smoke. Molotov thrown in as well to clear out the far vent. Annihilation gets the first kill. Rates actually flanked in from behind. Fox, well, he gets one, but again, it's looking like it's going to go the way of the CTs for D13. PTC is going to push through the smoke and into his death. So that threat of the CT economy, well, it'll be all right for now as they maintain the op. 16 to 15. The magic number is going to be 19. We're not sure. Yeah, okay. 19. Just making sure in my head.
Oh, God. Surely you've done enough OTs at this point. I remember I did a game that was 8 overtimes. That was fun.
It doesn't sound it.
I had to start writing down what the number was so I'd be able to add 4.
Right? I've had that problem before many times.
Yeah, I think it was like OT 6 and I lost it and I was like, okay, hold on. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
You're counting with your fingers as well, too, right?
I literally am doing it on my fingers right now.
Yeah, there's no other way.
No, not at all. We're coming into outside smokes. Lucid Dreams wanting to take control there. Annihilation is playing on a passive angle so they can at least get down into secret. I think they're starting to panic, though. They look much more sporadic than what we've seen from them so far. Like, in terms of the utility usage anyways, they've got no smokes left, and they haven't even pushed towards any sort of map control, with the exception of one player lurking outside.
I'm a little bit worried, though, like, money-wise. If Lucid Dream loses without getting the bomb planted, a score, I mean, all right. Just going to equalize things, takes down Leaf. I think they're going to shy away from ramp because, you know, Rate honestly has been doing a phenomenal job there. Against on that last run alone with the flank coming through. But actually, that was PTC who actually snuck in behind them in towards heaven. I noticed up in the, you know, the top hand side of the screen, and they're gonna get a clean victory here. Tamir's gonna be the only one that falls. But the money out of Lucid Dream, this might be a terrible start for them in overtime. Only 2 players who can afford the AKs and the armor. I would imagine it's gonna play quick again. Play fast-paced.
Well, when you have the likes of a MAC-10 coming out, those weaker weapons, you kind of have to. If it's just one, I guess he can lead the charge wherever you do eventually push. Like if you're going for secret control, you can be the one just swinging around the corners. A pause has come through. This, by the looks of it, is a technical. Now for Lucid, they will definitely use this as an opportunity to have a little bit of a discussion. They've tried their faster plays. It didn't work in the first round. They were very pointed towards the A site. They allowed a flank to come through and were punished for it. But I think the mistake was coming into the second round. They were sort of hoping for the same thing. They moved towards the ramp and towards main, just holding down passively. Had PTC move through outside in the hopes that that would allow them to catch these players off guard, but that absolutely wasn't the case. D13 just stayed nice and passive. We saw that their outside control was Annihilation, holding way back. They had one on ramp, and the rest ready to hold down that A bomb site. Even the smokes didn't manage to weaken it enough, and now that they move into this round, they're going to need a new approach.
Yeah.
Or potentially they'll throw away their chances at even winning this in overtime. The best case scenario would be another OT.
I think the amount of utility that D13 have There shouldn't be any problem stopping a rush. Just get those Molotovs down early, right? Like, don't allow them to get into the site because they've been struggling with the quick plays that Lucid Dream like to throw against them. Tamir will be thrown in. Nades, yeah, a lot of early too. Tamir's not gonna have a chance. He just gets sprayed in the smoke in the back, and then the nade comes through, and well, that's 2 rounds back to back. He's the first to die. But the utility that, you know, Lucid Dream have left after this, a little bit rough. They still have those 3 smokes, so they could set up a wall towards outside if they wanted, but I still imagine that's not going to be happening here. Or maybe it will. I can see them backing away to set up for it. But that leaves them no smokes for getting into the lower site. Leaves them no smokes for planting or post-plant. I guess Leaf's going to maintain his for now. And score. Where did he just push in from? Are you pushing from Squeaky? It's the 1 kill, but he loses his life here, Mitch.
That trade's definitely worthwhile for the T side. Even blind PTC gets it into heaven. They know Mr. Cap is alone on that side. They've got to move fast, and they're able to take him down. And no, what? Why did he just run out in the open like that? I mean, surely the communication was there that Leaf was out on the site, but Annihilation didn't care. He was just going for a bit of a mosey, perusing the upper rafters, and instead of finding anything that he wanted to take home with him, some nice deals. He just found a few bullets to the face. That's an opportunity now for the CT side. Lucid Dreams need to win every single round, and as much as I wouldn't put it past them, I want to take a look at how they got on their CT side full-wise. If we exclude the first 5 rounds, because the early economy, you know, obviously isn't going to be in play at this point, they won 7 out of 9 of the last. That means they are, in theory, in with a pretty good chance of at least finding the 2 to bring it to another overtime, possibly even winning.
I think you're seeing the pressure. Lucid Dream here. No aggressive pushes, no you know, cheeky angles used like Annihilation was doing with Squeaky Door. You're going for the smokes towards outside, and Annihilation's already actually walking out here looking for and hoping for an angle to be given to him, which I believe, yeah, PTC will be. And we'll get across. Smoke's gonna help. Incendiary's gonna slow down for a little bit of time. Maybe allow some rotations to get back down towards lower for Lucid in time for this push to actually kick off. Big round though. If Lucid take this, I think we potentially could see them, like you said, take it to a double overtime, if not win it.
Double kill to start it off. PTC with another, but it's down to a 2v2. Tamara and Annihilation able to pull it all the way back as the T side look for the bomb plant, but they've yet to get the bomb. Going into, oh, PTC! He came through the smoke, but stood right on the edge of it. Another wild and wacky decision. As Fox comes up towards the window, he might be able to get out and stop that bomb, or at least catch them fading off of it. He's seen the head. He's waiting for it. Good flick over, but now it's the AWP to deal with. Throwing a nade. Way too much commitment for a frag. I mean, he was out in the open for a good 3 seconds. Without his weapon out, without the ability to fire, and he knew that it was Annihilation he was against. That was a really poor choice.
Maybe they misjudge. Maybe like misjudge how much damage Annihilation had taken. Because I don't think he actually took a single point there, but I mean, maybe the nade was hoping to be enough to finish him off. Or maybe to flush him out if he was behind the silo, but as we saw, I mean, technically did kind of flush him out, but it only helped him. Like I said, they need to win 2 in a row to keep their hopes alive in this first game. And to keep your hopes alive to rub this in our face.
I think Lucid Dreams have already shown me that they've at least put the preparation into this map. They're trying to expand their map pool as a core 5, indeed. Outside of what they've done as a 3-man before. And that's nice to see. But when you experiment with these maps, when you're pulling them out for the first time in an official, since you've done some reworking of how you approach it, you are going to expect it to, well, potentially not go your way. Just a shame, considering how Mirage went. This could have been much more solid for them. I think they would have stood a better chance when it came down to the likes of an Inferno. The 2 rounds in a row, it's still not too big of an ask. D13 have been on fire. We've seen Score on new levels of rifling. He's the first player out. Swinging on the outside. He's dropped a smoke, but where is he going from here? If they're going into A, he needs to get in to support them, but he smoked himself off. They gotta go down vents?
Not sure. Donaldson's come behind, and that's the bomb. Oh my god, this is reminding me of a round before. At least take down 2 before he falls with 7 in Leaf. What worries me is even if they win this round, the money they're going to have in the follow-up round is going to be so tough to even get a competent buy. They're going to make their way down towards lower. Bomb should be planted here in a few seconds, and Leaf's going to fall, leaving it all on 7, 8, 9. He's going to drop as well. Finally, D13 will close it out, but 19-16 will be the final score, and Lucid Dream definitely